Okay guys, welcome back. Just give me a minute. Okay, today we are gonna talk about a car. The car is Tata Safari. I have to join some words, and the word should be comfort off-road. What did we miss? The most important thing. Oh yeah, reclaim your life. So today's video is about the Tata Safari. Watch this video till the end, and before that I'm gonna talk about a bit of history about Tata Motors. So I'm gonna make it quick. So let's talk about the history of Tata Safari, starting from the history of Tata Motors. So let's get started. Tata Safari. It came a long way from 1998, and it was our dream to buy it and go on adventures and do off-roads. Tata Motors fulfilled everyone's dream and gifted them a car which everyone wanted. It was everyone's dream to go on adventures with the Tata Safari and explore new places. Now, before going any further, let's talk about the automobile journey of Tata Motors. In the year 1954, Tata and Mercedes-Benz collaborated with each other and made a diesel truck named Telco. But technically, it was not Tata Motors' first truck, as they collaborated with Mercedes. Then they made their first truck, and then rolled out the 1986 first ever made Tata 407, which turned out to be very successful. It destroyed trucks like DCM, Toyota and Alvin Nissan out of the country. Later, Tata Motors also promised they'll come back with a smaller truck, which was the Tata 207, which we know as the Tata Mobile today. This car changed the industry, the automobile industry in India. Then Tata Motors understood the needs of customers. They started to go to cars. So Tata Motors made their first SUV, which was 3-door Sierra. It was fully feature loaded, like power steering, power windows, and it had a huge glass area for the rear passenger, which was inspired from the Ford Bronco, especially the window area. Then rolled out Tata's first station wagon, the Tata Estate. This car didn't run much in India, and it was inspired from the Mercedes E220 station wagon. This car, oh yeah, every Indian sat in this car, and it's the mighty Tata Sumo. This car was also used as commercial vehicles, and to many workers it was like their personal commercial vehicle. After making the Tata Sumo, they got more courage to make better cars. And this time they started to make a car, a project car which everyone wanted, a premium SUV which everyone wanted. And this car is the Tata Safari, the sturdy and robust car. Make your own road with. Now Tata Motors just had to introduce the car to India. So the Safari made a global debut in 1998. There were so many reasons why the Safari was very successful. Because of its design and its off-road capabilities, it was a 4x4 car. There was even option for rear-wheel drive. And the Safari was super stylish and rugged in looks. Its off-road capabilities were just unbelievable, thanks to its powerful 2-liter engine, which was imported from Peugeot, a Pugo engine, which was earlier also used in the Tata Sierra. I'm not done yet. There are so many more reasons behind the success of Safari. Let me tell you. The Safari was the only premium SUV in India, and there were a few SUVs in India. Other car makers used to bring old sedans in India. For example, Ford Escort. They stopped the car in the world and they launched it in India, including the Opel Astra, which was launched in India after discontinuing in the world. Daewoo was the only car brand who used to bring newly launched cars in India, which were not old cars. In the year 1999, we experienced the most proud moment in the automobile industry. And that was because Safari was exported to European markets and Italy. And over there, it turned out to be a very successful car. Everyone loved it because of its off road capabilities, design, and comfort. There were also many foreigners who modified their Tata Safari with large suspension so it can attempt obstacles, extreme obstacles. Tata Motors updated the Tata Safari. Is it the Dicor? No. It's the Safari facelift which had a 3-slat grille. The previous Safari had 5-slat grille. This has 3. The previous Safari also had half claddings and this one has full claddings. This car also has a very commanding position. In 2002, the Mahindra Scorpio was launched in 5 lakhs. Scorpio was launched in a much lesser price than the Safari. The Safari was around 7 lakhs. So in the Scorpio, you got many more features in a much lesser price. So Scorpio started gaining more sales than Safari. There was this limited edition of Safari where you got Sony PlayStation, rear infotainment screen and a fridge. Because of the fridge, this car was a 5-seater. And in fact, there was this petrol version of the car with a 2.1 liter engine which didn't sell much in India. So Tata Motors decided to sell this car in foreign markets and concentrate the Safari petrol in the foreign markets. The performance of this car was absolutely outstanding. And this car is very rare. Safari petrol is a forgotten car in India. And do tell me in the comments if you own a Safari petrol. And when the Scorpio came in the Indian market, the Safari looked quite outdated. So to gain back its sales, Tata Motors introduced the Safari in a new avatar. This car had a brand new powerful engine, a 3-liter engine taken from the Tata Mobile. Wow, Safari powered by a pickup truck. This engine produced 138 bhp of power and 320 Nm of torque. But Mahindra Scorpio on the other hand was still performing better than the Safari in sales. The design of the new Safari was completely changed, like you got a silver skid plate, new bumpers, new grille, new headlamps, new alloy wheels, new tail lamps, new style for the spare wheel, etc. And the tagline of this car was "Reclaim Your Life." The Scorpio was not as tall as the Safari and the Safari was longer and wider, but the Scorpio also got updated where it got taller than the Tata Safari. A few years passed by and car companies stopped providing the AC vents below. They started to provide it on the roof. But Tata Motors gave it on the roof, but they didn't remove the AC vents below. They even provided the AC vents above and below. Tata at that time was very smart and now also they are very smart. Later, the Tata Safari got updated where it got more features, brand new feature. It was equipped with many advanced features like dual front airbags, ABS with EBD and rear screens for the top model. Later, they updated the Safari and they provided a new engine. It got a new engine and a new grille which was having the same shape, the pattern was different, new style of spare tire, a new 2.2 liter VTT Dicor engine which produces 138.03 bhp of power and torque of 320 Newton meters. If you wanted an SUV back in the day, and if you would ask your family members, friends, or someone whom you know, they would just say, just go for the Safari. That was the craziness of Safari. Safari was super famous in the Indian market, and it was considered as the best and most iconic SUV at that time. And this tool is the tool which can help you reclaim your life. And there was even a limited edition for the Safari Dicor. Around the year 2010, Safari was facing many problems because there were many SUVs in the Indian market, like the Renault Duster, which was equipped with an all-wheel drive system. Yes, but it was not as good as the 4x4 systems. There were even costlier options like the Tucson, and the Scorpio also started to look a bit outdated. But Scorpio still maintained its sales. So Tata Motors did again what they had to do. They refreshed the Safari, they bought it in a new avatar, new design, new platform, and a brand new name, Safari Storm. I really love the name. Okay, so getting back to the Safari Storm. It got new grille, it got new headlamps, it got a new name, Safari Storm. It got new alloys, it got new rear design. Everything changed, even the interiors. People loved this car. This was one of the biggest update of the Safari. There were many features like rear parking sensors, but what Tata Motors didn't give was a rear parking camera. Yes, the Safari was still having incomplete features like the but the fight between Scorpio and Safari became more intense. Then came the Safari Varicor, which got a new engine, new power, new interiors. Now this car became the best in segment car at that time. It got steering mounted controls, company fitted radio control, and it also got Harman speakers, 6-speed manual gearbox. But Safari was never equipped with an automatic gearbox, which was disappointing. This car produces 156 PS of power and torque of 400 Nm, which was never heard of. It was even more powerful than a Fortuner. In fact, there was also a pickup truck version which was only for the armies, and there was also a normal version for the armies. The whole car was almost green in color, camo green. Even the alloys, the grille, but the pickup truck version's grille was still black. This variant was also equipped with a soft top and a flat bed to carry the army equipments. Before army used to use Gypsy, but now they use the Tata Safari. I personally like the Safari Varicor 400 among all of the Safari. Secondly, I like the 3-liter Dicor variant. Thanks to its powerful Varicor engine, you could do a lot of off-roads, crazy off-road obstacles, and this car was extra powerful. But after the 2015 Safari, the Safari never got an update and it started to become very outdated. But in my opinion, if I see a Safari today, any Safari model, it just feels like a brand new, powerful, robust car. So sadly, in 2017, Tata Motors announced they'll discontinue their legendary SUV. Mahindra Scorpio, on the other hand, was performing way better than Safari in sales. It was having next level sales as compared to the Safari. In the year 2019 or 2020, the Safari was discontinued sadly. And after Safari was discontinued, everyone were caring about the Safari. When it was there, no one cared about it. But when it was gone, everyone started caring about it. Yes, even I agree that the Safari should have been updated to intense the fight between Scorpio. And the Creta, on the other hand, was just performing next level sales. We all know the Tata Harrier 7-seater before. We even saw the renderings of it, we saw many design of it, And in the Geneva Auto Expo we saw it as the Tata Buzzard, and later in the next Auto Expo we saw it as the Tata Gravitas. But in 2021 January, Tata Motors gave us a big surprise with the video named The Name is Safari.
Makes a legend. What makes its story live, breathe, learn, and change the game constantly? The legend, one that conquers all, by pushing the boundaries of time as its legacy lives on.
And finally, the legend was back in a new avatar thanks to Tata Motors, with new lights, new grille, new safari badging, new style of alloy wheels, and it also got new rear design, and it got very enhanced in design. Yes, I know the Safari is a front wheel drive now, but the sales of the 4x4 before were so low, people bought it in rear wheel drive. So Tata Motors did this right. If it's all wheel drive, the price would be hiked like anything. And I even made a video on the Adventure Persona variant. Do make sure to watch it, we'll make 1K views together. Finally, the Safari is equipped with an automatic gearbox which is sourced from Hyundai Motors India, and many more features. This car also gets a new Cryotech 2-liter engine which is in the Jeep Compass, MG Hector and the Tata Harrier. Many people say that this is not the Safari, this is the 7-seater Harrier. And some people also said that Gravitas doesn't deserve the Safari's name, it's a front wheel drive. Some people said, yay, the icon is back, yay, the legend is back. But this car still has the elements of the old Safari, like the roof rails, especially the roof rails, which has the feeling of Safari. The overall car is inspired from the Tata Harrier, and this new Safari is built in Land Rover's D8 Omega platform. Do tell me in the comments which is your favorite Safari. Hope you liked it. If you like this video and share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. That was the history of the Tata Safari. Overall the years from 1998 till date. And if you want to see more history videos of cars like these, like Scorpio or Ford Endeavour, you can subscribe to my channel and comment below. And if you want Scorpio video, which Indian calls Scorpio, those names, but the original name is Scorpio. So if you want the Scorpio's history video, comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'll meet you in my next video.